I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my. Oh, that is not a good match. Lighting a candle. Oh wait, I have to show you the top. I got it from a local vendor called Touched by Tasha. I really like them. Their fragrances, first of all, they have so many, which is really cool because they have some to suit everybody's personal taste. So, yeah, I'm sure you can like put their name into Facebook or Instagram, Touched by Tasha, Tasha. Thank you. Just wanted to shout her out. I'm lighting the Clean Sheets one, the linen candle, fragrance. I was really excited about it. That was like the first one that I was gravitated to. So I've been like waiting to burn it. So yeah, one more thing. I'm just gonna open my door. When you're saging, you want to make sure to, especially burning sage, you want to make sure to open the windows so you can let out any of the negative air. I would also recommend doing that even if you're using my spray, my sage spray, my Reiki and crystal infused sage spray. This one is called Connect, right? My line is called, excuse me. There we go. My line is called Obsidian Lace. You can find it at embodiedspirituality.net, not .com.net, right? This one is specifically used for helping you to connect to your spirit guides when you're doing any deep meditation, sitting at your altar, or doing any extra spiritual work, right? So in that case, I am going to also spray myself. It helps with grounding. All the sage sprays and sage themselves help you with grounding and getting you into your body. The key to using my sage spray specifically is breathing. So you want to spray it around your aura, your space, your room, your place, right? Anywhere where you want to spray it safely. And breathe. So, oh my gosh, it instantly. Yes. So good. Okay. Yeah, that one is my like lemongrass one. It's like heavy on the lemongrass and a little bit on the Florida water with some fresh rolled eucalyptus leaves. So I would check that out if I was you. There's only a couple left. I believe there's like less than 10. So get it while the getting is hot. All right. All right. Let's go. We're going to bless the decks. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I always take a second to introduce myself. My name is Ashante Marie Welcome to Embodied Spirituality. This is my channel where I'm dive into spiritual work, especially when it's revolving and evolving around chakras within the body. That's kind of my personal pleasure, which is actually a common theme for this Taurus season that we're in. We're doing a chakra checkup on your root, crown, throat, and heart chakra for this month. This is the last installment for the Taurus season, so I'm really excited to see what's going to come out. I'm really going to have to shuffle these. So I'm just going to shuffle these for a while we're talking. I just cleanse them and double checked to see, make sure that I had all of them. Because about a week ago, I found 2 stray cards and I said, I didn't even know it was missing cards. So I made sure that I had all the cards in the deck. I believe those cards too were like workaholic. I don't want to say it was something yellow, I think. Could have been workaholic and orange, or it could have been orange. I don't know, one of the two. So let's see. So we're going to pray. Is there anything else I need to say to you guys before we get into this reading? Let's see. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope your Mother's Day was great and fantastic. I hope that you were able to, thank you. I hope that you were able to at least spend some time with your mother, whether or not she was in physical form. I hope that you got to spend some time with her energy, or at least the energy of a divine mother, and know that you are loved and cared for. Now, let's see. Anything else? I'm just trying to make sure before I start pulling cards. Let's see if there was anything else that I needed. Ooh, I do have some notes for you guys. Ooh, it's right here. Thank you. I was like, oh my gosh, I made all these notes. Yeah, we'll talk about these more towards the end. So I'm going to start pulling, right? Praying. Praying. Okay. Ancestors, guides, and angels, for the good and good of all involved, higher self and source, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for waking me up this morning and putting me on my way, getting me on my path. I pray that you help me in facilitating a chakra checkup for the collective regarding the Taurus season chakras, the root, heart, crown, and throat. I pray that these messages come through clear, and any advice to help heal and regulate and balance the chakras come through. I ask this in the divine's name, root to root, heart to heart, crown to crown. I give thanks. Ashe, amen, aho. Woo. All righty. Let's get started. So first off, let me tell you, it's important for you guys to drink water. It's important for me to drink more water, but it's also the new thing on the block is drinking some more water, staying hydrated. Right? You may also need to go on a water fast. That may be necessary, or at least doing some sort of activity or reminder to help you engage in drinking more water. So whether that be like getting a special bottle that has times written on it so that you can make sure that you're hitting certain milestones in drinking water. You can set alarms on your phone. I know that I have one set on my phone. Does it help me drink water? I think it does sometimes, maybe not all the time, but I could also set it to happen more often. So maybe that's something I need to do. But looking into your life, what is it something that you need to do to help you stay more hydrated as you embark on this next venture in your life? Okay. You may also be undergoing a third eye downgrade or upgrade, however you want to download and or upgrade, however you want to classify it. I know that over this last week, I've been having a lot of twitches going on with my eye, and I really think it has to do with something that's going on with my third eye. So you may want to pay attention to that. Maybe you feel clouded in your third eye, or maybe there's something that you need to clear out, or there's some energy coming in. But either way, that may be something you're going through, about to go through, or have just recently went through. Okay, so let's start pulling. All right, ancestors, gods, and angels. Root chakra. Let's go heart chakra. This time we're going to read them in a different order, I think. Oh, anything else for the heart chakra? Okay. Nice. Then, throat. We'll go in order today. Throat chakra. What? Where did we get that? I think we got that for our crown last time. Wow. Okay. So, and then crown chakra. What's going on with the crown chakra? What else is going on with the crown chakra? Wow. Subconscious. This looks pretty. Let's do that. Let's see that. Bum 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 bum. Maybe somebody is getting married. Maybe you need to marry yourself, right? Can we go in order, please? A split. And boom, 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 boom. Wow, again. Okay. And boom. Okay. 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 So we're gonna jump in. There's still a lot of cards on the deck. On the desk. Making sure to take time to breathe. Helping the heart chakra to function. Okay. Let's do that like that. So for your root chakra, I get shaky. I'm excited and like feeling things. Ooh, in your root chakra, the first card that came out was the Ten of Cups. How exciting, right? That means you have gotten to a good place when it comes to your emotions, how you feel about love, how you feel about your security, because we're talking about your root chakra. Your foundation seems really secure, right? But then at the other hand, we also got the Moon card, which deals with like illusions. I think there's still a level of like appreciation of the tribe that you have around you. that needs to happen in order for you to feel a little bit more secure, so it doesn't feel like it's an illusion. Maybe this is just a figment of your imagination, and the figment of your imagination is the false narrative that you told yourself about not having family or not being prosperous. I know maybe you have doubts about like having children in your life. Maybe you want children and haven't had them yet, or you don't feel like you have manifested the partner that you want to do that with. But when you look at it that way, it keeps you in that mindset and in that reality, right? Yeah, when I first got this card and wanted to talk about marriage and talking about marrying yourself, maybe you have to realize the marriage that you have within yourself. Maybe you don't have that within yourself. I know I literally went to the woods and married myself, and that is definitely another story for another day. But maybe that is something that you want to consider, or just making commitment ceremony to yourself to realize that you are, your best partner. And with knowing that too, you're also going to be able to attract your best partner. But I see that you have that there already. So maybe it's just a little bit of your frame of mind around it that makes it feel like you're holding yourself back. And maybe, okay, so the other thing with the moon card, it talks about the moon being the light that guides you, right? The sun has set, right? But the moon is the thing that's out there that is keeping the world from being completely dark, or your world, your area to be completely dark. The moon is the sun that's guiding you, right? So with that, I feel as if you holding on to that light within yourself and knowing that even though it hasn't manifested right now, even though it may not be in your like arm's distance right now, or maybe it doesn't feel like it is right now, but like you can hug yourself. You are within my love is right here. My honey is right here, right? So at the bottom of the, not the bottom of the deck, sorry, excuse me. The chakra card that we pulled was the impartiality card. And this card really speaks of like neighbors who are fighting, right? Because one wants to paint their fence one color and one wants to paint one the other. And that they just clash with each other and they don't agree. And somebody, the medium, the person who's supposed to help them decide, maybe the homeowners association, right, is the one to decide and to help solve the dispute. Instead of like picking one over the other, she asked them to paint each other in the color that the other person wanted theirs to be. So to me, it's telling me that you need to paint a different picture, right? Paint a different picture. Maybe you're living in a reality where you don't feel hopeful, even though you have the prosperity, even though you have the abundance, even though you have the love. You just need to paint it with the right colors, right? And maybe you need to ask what those colors are. I would say meditate with the color purple, even if that's just visualization. This is the impartiality card is the crown chakra card. So maybe it is due to how you're really seeing the world. Like you have this divine abundance. It's literally surrounding you everywhere. But maybe you're not feeling like it's quite enough. And once you realize that it's enough, you'll start to attract more. Boom. That's it. That's all. Moving on. Next, we have the heart chakra. So interestingly enough, for this heart chakra, you have the Five of Pentacles, which means you are looking for resources, right? You're feeling like you're going through a personal winter. Maybe things aren't going your way. And you feel like you have lost some stability in your life. Maybe you have parents that are going through a divorce, or you have some sort of transition. Maybe there's even a marriage that's happening and you're trying to, it destabilizes you in a way because you're starting to create a foundation. So you're breaking down one foundation to build a new, and you may be feeling like that. To back that up, we do have the Hangman, and that is going through a spiritual awakening, a intentional spiritual awakening. Like you, whether or not you know it, you've asked for this, right? Whatever this personal winter may be, you asked for this. You asked to go through this so it can lead you to a better place. You don't necessarily know what that better place is. Just like when you're a butterfly and in the cocoon, you don't necessarily know how your wings are about to turn out, right? But this is the process that you have to go through first, and you just have to be there, right? So as you are navigating your personal winter, right, you need to have faith. And the faith is what's going to bring you through, right? That's what we got for the chakra card. I think that came up either last week or the week before that. And, but you need to have faith in the process, faith in the journey, faith in the winter. I was doing a chakra reading for a friend yesterday, and I was seeing that she was also too going through her own personal winter. I literally don't know where I was about to go with that. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, there we go. And she was talking about how the roles were reversed. Like a couple of years ago, she helped me through like going through a personal winter of my heart chakra, bruh. And and she was the person who was trying to come in with like the sound mind, but also being supportive of where I was and all of that. And it was really a test of faith. Like that point in my life was really a test of faith. Like I felt like God had led me to this person. And I really like stayed as long as I did because I felt God led me to this person. Do you know what I mean? And it's just hard, it's hard navigating that. And to see myself at least 5 years later, right? over 5, I think. Having healed myself from that experience. It took a while because it was a shake to my foundation. It was a shake to my faith because I was like, why would you send me down this path? And this was not where I was supposed to go. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it was like I needed to be in that shitty situation to be in that shitty situation in order to step further into my abundance. And that probably wouldn't have been possible had I not been in that experience with that person and for it to affect me as much as it did. Right. So in that process, even though you feel destabilized, maybe even your faith has been tested and you're not sure that this is really the shit that you signed up for. But it really is, and this is calling you to examine your faith, calling you to touch in with a higher power in a deeper way than you ever have before. Maybe that means just saying a prayer. Like, honestly, that's probably it. Like, just saying a prayer. When I was really lost and I didn't know, I at least like knew that there was something out there, right? I knew that there was some higher power out there. There had to be. There had to be. There had to be, right? There had to be. I had too many other magical, beautiful moments in my life to know. And just nature in itself, the fact that it exists and thrives. There had to be something out there. So with that, I knew that there was a higher power. Maybe I didn't have my definition of what that was or who that was. But I was willing to pray to whoever it was to see, to make, like, to help me too. Like, just help me heal, right? Sometimes you just have to help me heal these parts of me. I think, oh gosh, okay, whew. Help me heal this doubt in my heart. That was one of the other things that I wanted to talk about. You're being called to shed your doubt, right? Because in this space, you may not be believing in God. You may not be believing in having faith, right? But that's the thing that you need for this heart chakra space. Your heart is undergoing a change. So ask for the healing, ask for the mend, ask for, for the pain to cease. Last week, my advice to you was to pull the swords out of your chest, right? Yeah, this week it's just called to like leave it alone. Like, don't pick the scab. Just have it patched. Don't scratch at it, right? Don't fool with it too much. Just let it heal. And just connect with your faith. All right, next. Throat chakra. Okay, for the throat chakra, we got some really good cards. We got the star card, which showed up for 2 other weeks. Last week, it showed up in your crown. So maybe your divine intuition is coming down into that third eye chakra. Didn't I say that the third eye activation is underway? Third eye activation is underway. Still here, you have the ability to manifest things that you want to manifest, but you have to first dream up these things, right? You have to ask for what you want. You have to, speak things into existence, right? What did I say I wanted the other day? It was like my rich girl thing. I was like, oh, I want this. I don't remember what that was. It's so funny. I don't know. But maybe it's just wanting more things in life. It could be some things that are just like it feels materialistic to you, or you feel maybe that you're not worthy of it. The one thing in example that I have in front of me is perfume, right? Maybe you haven't, like, maybe you just get body mist. For years, especially when I was younger, I just had body mist, right? That I would like use and spray and whatever. Right, but then they would always fade after like a little bit. They go away, and you're like, what sticks? Perfume. The perfume was like, you can get a body mist for like 10, 15, dollars. But then to get a perfume, it was like $100 and something. And I was like, who, for a smaller bottle too? Oh, it's like, who pays this money for this? But the value of perfume and smelling good is so worth it. It's so worth it. So maybe you need to treat yourself to luxury items, or know that you want some luxury items. You also have the sun, so you're capable of manifesting these luxury items. You can have these in your life. You just have to tell yourself you're good enough to have these in your life. Feel like you're the sun. Take on this abundance. Step into this light, right? That you already have. Step into this victory that you already have. Be bold. Stand out. You're a vital source to the community. Okay. Your words are going to make an impact. Your intuition is going to make an impact. Your ability to use your throat will make an impact. I can't. There's been so many other innuendos. Anyways, what else do I have to say about these cards? I feel like there's a little bit more. Maybe it's just purchasing yourself some flowers, right? Some people really don't treat themselves. And if you're one of those people, maybe it's time for you to treat yourself. So go ahead, buy yourself your favorite flowers if you have them. Maybe you're not a flower person. Maybe you're more of a plant person. Go and get some of those, right? Go outside. Again, drink some more water. But your throat chakra looks tight. Like, in the best way. But me saying that makes me feel like it's open, but it's tight. Maybe you have something stuck in your throat. Maybe it's a little bit of that doubt that you have in your heart getting locked up in your throat. Because we do have rejection as your chakra card for this. And we pulled this like the 2 out of the 3 readings too. I mean, 3 out of the 4 readings also, The last 2 readings is what I was going to say. So maybe you have it stuck in your throat. Maybe your throat chakra has opened and you do know how you want to use and yeah, you know how you want to use your voice, but there's still some residual fear around being rejected about the things that are coming out of your mouth, about the things that you're going to say and do. I don't know. Trust in your childlike energy to bring forth the creativity and the skill and the divine luck. How about that? The luck, right? Of being successful. Yeah, bringing out that childhood nature, attracting the abundance that is inherent within you, attracting the abundance that is inherent within you. Can you see that? Look at that little kid. Just happy. Just like rays in the sun. Sun rays on my head. Sun rays behind the wall. Sun rays in the air. Oh yeah. Right? My little fake song. All right. But yeah. This red is capturing too. Very victorious. The flag is very big. You have a big voice. It's something really to be used and to be proud of and to share. Don't let that doubt get caught up in your throat. Speak your truth. Use your voice. One of the tools that I would say to help you open and release your throat chakra for this week is to sing a little bit more, right? Not the way that I just sang, but maybe you should be singing like that. Just make up some random old songs, right? Just sing. This candle is light, is lit. First of all, I'm just too silly to do it right now. But like, I don't know. Just sing. Use your voice. Last week I went for a walk and I had some good music on in my ear. And I have a decent voice now. So I have an awesome voice, really, but I'm just trying to play it cool. And that's still playing it cool. So, and but like I always I used to have this like huge shyness around using my voice. And even though I have did a lot of work around opening my throat chakra, around literally in the last couple of years, around like allowing people to hear my voice and the things that I have to say, along with letting people just hear me sing, like that was a really tough one for me. But even still, it's like if I'm walking down the street, like I don't let myself just sing out loud because I'm like, one, it's gonna disrupt the peace. Is there really peace though? But and even like in my car, I'm like, I don't keep my windows rolled down all the way when I'm like blasting. I just like to keep my windows like a little cracked when I'm really singing. So going for this walk, I was like, okay, into this song. And I was like, I'm trying not to sing this song, but this song is one to be sung, okay? And it was actually one of the songs, literally, it was one of the songs that I used in my master's presentation, my final master's presentation, that was around opening my voice. So I did like a number of songs throughout my presentation, sung a number of pieces of songs, snippets of songs throughout my presentation. And that song that was playing was one of the songs. It's, I don't know if it's called I Am Free by Mariah Carey, but I am free. However, that one. I am free. Okay. So that would be one thing that I would suggest, just letting your voice be heard, sing, don't worry about who's listening. Or if you do worry about who's listening, maybe go for a drive, just turn up the music louder, but sing really loud too, right? Do whatever you need to do to open your throat chakra. Turn on some water. I don't know. Another thing that you can do, which I saw on a show, which was so funny because me and my brother told me about it like years ago, and I use that and I love it. But if there's a fire truck that passes really close by you, and you're happen to be standing outside when it's passing by, as the Doppler, not the Doppler effect. That's the effect. That's not the name of as the siren's going, yelling, like using that to release and just yell, just right? So good. So good. So if you ever need a release and that opportunity presents itself, I say use it. Okay. Next, for the last chakra, I think we're keeping this a little bit shorter. That's good. For the last chakra, we have which was the crown, located at the top. I didn't talk too much about the chakras this time around, but y'all live. Y'all can always like look them up, and soon enough I'll do a video. I am a one-man show and I have multiple businesses, so I'm doing what I can with what I got right now. We're just going to continue to get better. Okay. For the crown chakra, located up here, connects you to divine consciousness, you have the Hermit, right? This is, to me, again, reiterating this faith card down here and this spiritual, like, journey that you're going on, especially in your heart chakra. It's just calling you to just go inward. This card is like going inward, and if this crown chakra is connected to divine consciousness and your connection to faith, that means you just need to get deeper into that connection with your faith, whatever that may be. Maybe your faith is just like nature bound. Maybe it's the cosmos. Maybe it's just music, right? For me, music in itself, as like God embodied, or not even embodied, like God in form. Like, I love music. Anyways, the first thing you hear is the heartbeat. It connects you. Okay, anyway, so just going deeper into your faith, checking in with your spirit guides. And maybe you do have a deeper connection with faith, and it's just getting closer with spirit guides, maybe even new spirit guides that you may have, or newer ones to the team that may have recently joined, just getting into a deeper connection with them. Maybe they've given you tasks that you need to do in order to connect with them a little bit more, and maybe you just need to do them. You also have the Queen of Swords. To me, it just is reiterating the fact that you're just trying to clear out the doubt. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. You're clearing out the doubts, all of these clouds. You're trying to just cut through that, see what's really true for you. And maybe that's different than what your family, your friends, or maybe even your spouse believe in. Maybe that's going to be a different transition for you. Maybe that's why it's showing up just a little bit in your root chakra. But it's only a hair. Yeah, definitely clearing through the smoke. You also have the release card. You have 3 out of the 4 cards is your crown chakra. 3 out of the 4 cards is from the crown chakra part of this chakra deck that I'm using. And to me, I put them in the wrong spot. Here we go. To me, with going through that third eye upgrade and then bringing these like 3 crown chakras that really, these 3 crown chakra cards, and 2 of them have to deal with, this one is release, having to deal with, negative thoughts and beliefs, right? And maybe even grief. So maybe that's something else that's going on in your heart space, is you may be dealing with a lot of grief. I know that when I am needing to heal grief in my life, I get a little bit more asthmatic in my chest. So it feels tighter. It feels like it needs to be loosened up. It feels like it needs to be shaken out. That's usually when there's a lot of grief in the atmosphere or within my world. And needing to do certain things to release that. And that may be shaking it out, meditating, fasting, right? But definitely it's connecting with your faith, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing that your crown chakra is all about just releasing doubt. And maybe with this new download, you just don't feel secure in your third eye. In your crown. You don't feel secure in your crown. But that crown was the only one meant for you. And we've talked about this over the last couple of weeks also. But you're going to get through this, just like we talked about breaking through these clouds. In this card, you can see that there's a little bit of sun breaking through that cloud. I also used the other day the light, or the crack is where the light comes through, right? So again, this personal winter that you may be experiencing is just one that you're going to need to go through. It's one that is asking you to release some of the old ways that you may have, including doubt, including your connection to faith and connection to your guides. And this, as much as it may feel uncomfortable, I will say that this is a very positive spread. You had the 10 of Cups. You had the Sun card. You had the Star card. Like, you had a very positive read, and to only seal that deal even more is the cards that we pulled as the overall, which was the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So again, you may be focusing on the relationship that you may or may not have, and that you do have but you don't have. So this one is all about like singlehood and happiness too. Even though the 9 of Pentacles is more of the singlehood, this is still like not having that ability to really share it with somebody that you care about when you get to the 10 of Cups, which you got anyways, though. At the bottom of the deck, you have, the family, you have the spouse, you have the kids. So it just may be your personal viewpoint, and you are abundant. This is just saying that you're abundant and you do have this special partnership. Recognize the partnership that you have within yourself too, and you'll only attract the one that you want to be in the first place, right? But you and this lack mentality is going to keep you away from it. This, I don't have this person. I don't have this person. No, you do have this person. Like, they are there. What did I say? Yeah, it just makes me feel like you feel like you're in solitude. And maybe that's just the residual too of shedding this old pandemic lifestyle of being, more separated from people. But I see that there's a marriage going on. There's an opportunity to be engaged. And again, you may need to do that with yourself. That's all. I would say also check on your health. And maybe that's something that you need to focus on. And maybe that's a part of your marriage to yourself. Are you making sure that you are healthy? We always want to get into a relationship and like be okay with, needing to take care of them. And, I want to bring them soup when they're sick, but, are you taking care of yourself? The things that you need to take care of within yourself, right? Or I'm waiting for that partner so I can get healthy with them. We can have fitness goals together. Do that by yourself. And maybe you'll attract that person too. Come on. But you're good. Just keep going. I feel like even with this, when you add these together, you get the 11th cup. So be positive, and you're about to create something you ain't never seen before. What else? At the subconscious level, we have so many cups on the board, bro. So again, yes, drink lots of water. You do maybe want to take like a bath, be by water, swim in water, do whatever you need to do in water. Okay. Because you have the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new, like this last cup that you feel like you are looking for, it's right there in your subconscious. It's in your subconscious. It's telling you, once you realize that I'm already here for you, will be attained. We don't even have to stay in the subconscious area. Come on. It makes me mad. It makes me mad that I'm like, why aren't you believing in your own abundance? I feel like spirit is yelling at you. Like, hello, believe in yourself. Believe in what you have. Believe in just always being taken care of. I have the loving partnerships that I need to have around me. And I continue to attract more loving partnerships, abundant partnerships with people, friends, family, spouses, right? Tell yourself this over and over and over and over until you believe it. Until you believe it. And once you believe it, you'll receive it. Be open to receiving. That was actually one of the other notes that I put on my thing. Be open to receive. You have to be open to receive the love in order to receive the love. If you're clinging, saying that you're not getting it, or it's not coming, then you're going to stay in that space. It's available to you. The signs are always available to you. But are you paying attention? Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. So the other card that came out, just for another overall, is completion. So again, going through a personal winter. You may have lost somebody. You may have had a shake to your foundation. And I send you all the blessings and all the love and protection and carriage. If this is the case, maybe you are laying rest, the old you, the old me that you used to be, right? And know that it's okay to grieve, know that it's okay to grieve. I think a lot of times the reason why people get stuck in their grief is because they feel like they shouldn't, or they're not allowed to, or they're not supposed to, for whatever reason. Maybe it's like, I'm not even going to give examples for that, but if you feel like you're grieving and you have grief that you need to, go through, I would say first give yourself permission to go through this grief. Talk about having grief. And there was something else. But oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I don't know what it is like for other cultures, but what I've learned from reading about like African cultures, not just like Black American cultures, but from Africa cultures, is that when somebody passes away, it is an opportunity for the whole village to grieve. So even if they did have relationships or didn't have relationships with the person that passed away, that still doesn't that doesn't stop them from being able to utilize that opportunity of grieving. So during that time, they may just be grieving for the community, grieving for the people who can't grieve. Other times they may be grieving people that they've lost before that they didn't allow themselves to grieve prior to, or they're just going through another stage of grief. And for anybody who has lost somebody nearby, you understand that when you are grieving somebody's actual loss, it comes in waves. It's not a one-time thing and it's gone. It comes in waves. You're grieving and then you're chill. You're grieving and then you're chill. So definitely give yourself permission to grieve, no matter what that feels like. If you feel like you're grieving, acknowledge that grief in order for it to release itself, right? In the bottom of the decks, we got the Judgment card, how you feel about your past actions, right? Really getting a good view about, how you see yourself, or how you see how you used to be, versus what you want to become. And also with what you want to bring forth into this world. And you also got the Insecurity card again. So just allowing yourself to heal from this doubt and insecurity that you have. I would say ask your guides to help you. One of the other things that came up when I was meditating on your energy was to ask your guides before you go to bed, right before you go to sleep. Ask them for their protection during your astral travels, of course, and then also to help you mend the doubt that you may have in your heart, or to infuse belief. So asking them for their help before you go to sleep is always a winner, and thanking them when you wake up in the morning. And make it a continual practice. Okay, some other things, energies that I was feeling coming into this reading was thinking about what happens after achieving victory. So that maybe dealing with why you have a lot of things going on with this crown energy. Understanding that, there's a saying, the crown, the heavy is the head that wears the crown. So you may be dealing with that. Also, how the community views you as a person who's achieved whatever victory it is, or success, level of success. This is also a time of reflection. That's why this hangman came out. There is a calm air to this, though. It's a quiet energy to this. And that's the result of being more practiced. So the more practice that you are calling on God, doing work for God, the more, the easier it becomes, the calmer it becomes. Okay. Take a moment at a time. It's okay to be proud of your contributions to the world, to society, to yourself, to your health. Know that whatever world you're on and journey you're on, this is your birthright. And it's time to buckle up, buttercup, because there's some more things coming for you, some more abundance coming for you, obviously. And you're going to be dropping gems everywhere. Okay. Yes, you're being called to shed your doubt. Like I said, rest and ask your angels. Like I said, singing, visiting with longtime friends will be very beneficial for you at this time and during this week. Be open to receiving the love, right? Visiting with longtime friends. These are partnerships divine partnerships in your life. These are divine partnerships in your life. You are already in divine partnerships. Y'all not catching what I'm saying. Y'all not catching what I'm saying. Okay. Drink a lot of water, third eye. And maybe you need to fast from smoking. So also enjoying yourself a bath. I think that's it. That's all for this reading. Please let me know if you want a chakra reading for yourself. We can get an all 7 read. Those usually run about 75 minutes. So you can check those out on my Instagram, on my website, embodiedspirituality.net. Okay, embodiedspirituality.net, right? Like a network, like this net shirt that I got on. Don't I look cute today though? I should like view it from here. That's probably where I should have had the camera this whole time, but whatever. That's all. That's all. I'll see you next week. Next week we'll have Gemini. I'll announce on my Instagram which chakras they are. I previously picked them, but I don't want to say them. Misspeak which ones they are right now since I don't have my thing right in front of me. I'll let you know more. Also, too, again, you can check out my Connect spray in my shop, in my spiritual shop called Obsidian Lace at embodiedspirituality.net. I'm also going to be making some more Calm Thy Nerves sprays. That's probably what it's going to help this third eye, too, that's over here wilding. And I'm going to make some more of those soon and update that in my shop. Again, hopefully some fans will be coming soon and some more items besides the sprays. So I look forward to that. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Check me out anytime on Instagram at Embodied Spirituality, on YouTube at Embodied Spirituality, and soon enough on Facebook at Embodied Spirituality. Boom. I'll see y'all later. Bye.